Hi everyone, welcome to Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. Today's video will be on a Star Product Sudoku created by Akash Dulani. This book features in the World of Sudoku Volume 5, and Akash with this book has expanded his World of Sudoku Volume series. So now let us take a look at the logo of this book. It's really attractive. So as you can see, this is the logo of this book, World of Sudoku, and it contains 120 handcrafted Sudokus. And oh, I forgot to add, the specialty of this book is that it contains only math variants. To all math lovers out there, this book is for you guys. If you feel that you are weak at math variants and would really love to improve at math variants, uh, this book is for you definitely. I also used to be really weak and would be afraid of tackling math variants in competitions, but over a period of time I grew a liking for them, and now I'm fairly strong at math variants. So if you guys enjoy solving math variants, this book is for you. So there are 10 different mathematical variants, and each 10 variants contain 12 sudokus each. So you have 120 sudokus, and each of them have online solving links, and you can see that the 10 variants are killer, little killer, difference, minus, star product, multiplication table, division, average, math tracks, and equation. So all really interesting variants with highly attractive themes, and the icing on the cake is that all of these sudokus have been test solved by one of the best sudoku and puzzle solvers from India, Swaroop Gugilam. So if you guys want to have a reference time as well, and just solve and see where you stand with one of India's best solvers, then definitely you should think about purchasing this book. I will add the link to buying this book on Amazon and on PayHip as well in the description of the video. So please do have a check, and if you are really interested in purchasing the book, then go ahead. You'll definitely enjoy the quality of Sudokus out there. And now I'm going to solve one of the Sudokus that is featured on the book. So let's go back to the solving link. Right. So the one I'm going to solve, as you would have guessed by now, is a star product Sudoku. Seeing the amount of stars here, and you can find the link in the description of the video. Please do give a try yourself. It's a really enjoyable math variant. Now I'll go into the rules. Classic rules apply. Each row, each column, and 3 by 3 box in the grid has digits from 1 to 9, no repetitions, and you can see that there are clues given outside the grid. Now what do these clues signify? So they are nothing but the product of the digits in the cells which contain stars. So for example, if you take row 1, you have 432 outside. So 432 is the product of the cells in these 3 stars. And similarly, let's say you take this column, 96 is the product of the cells inside these stars, right? So having said that, I'm going to start solving the Sudoku. Hope you guys enjoy watching this video. Let's give it a shot now. So in these kind of variants, always look for clues which are lower in value, and so that you can easily factorize them. So for example, in columns 12 is the lowest, and in rows 18 is the lowest if I'm not wrong. So let's see, how can you factorize 12? Now 12 is either 2 multiplied by 6 or 3 multiplied by 4. If you take the first combination, 2 multiplied by 6, and try to factorize it further, let's say 2 into 2 into 3, because 6 is 2 multiplied by 3, you get 4 multiplied by 3. So you can't factorize any further. So it's either 2 multiplied by 6 or 3 multiplied by 4. But as you can see, there are 3 stars in here. So which means that, you might have guessed by now, one must be in one of these 3 cells, and the other 2 digits must be 2 6 or 3 4. Now how do we continue? Okay, let's just remember that for now, because I'm seeing something which is much better. Look at this 40. The moment you see a clue outside which is a multiple of 10, it is definitely going to be a multiple of 5 as well. So 5 must surely be in one of these 3 digits, because 5 is a prime number which cannot be factorized further. So 5 goes in one of these stars, and 5 is a multiple of 40 obviously, and 5 cannot be a multiple of 288, so 5 is removed from here. Obviously not a multiple of 126, so removed from here, because these two cells have to do the duty of satisfying their column clue counterparts as well. So 5 has to be here. That gives our first digit. Nice. Now we can make use of 40. So we need a 5 multiplied by 8, which can be 1 and 8, or which can be 2 and 4, right? Both when multiplied give rise to an 8. 1 and 8 or 2 and 4. Okay, I think we can remove the 8 from here, because 8 is not a factor of 126. 126 divided by 8 is not going to be giving a whole number. So this is not an 8. So which means this is not a 1. So can I remove anything else? Is 4 a multiple of 126? No, 120, 124. So 4 is also not a multiple of 126. I'm sorry guys, 4 is also not a factor of 126. I shouldn't be saying multiple of 126, because multiple of 126 would be either itself or greater than it, right? So 4 is also not a factor. 4 is removed from here. So this is 1 or 2. And obviously we cannot place a 1 here, because if you place a 1, the maximum product you can get from these cells is 72, and which we can never satisfy. So this is straight away a 2, and which means this would have to be a 4. And now 126, we can just tie it up now. 2 multiplied by 63 will be 126, and 63 can only be reached in one possible way, which is 7 and 9. No other go. Now we can make use of these. 7 is a prime number. The moment you write prime numbers on stars, your eyes should light up, because always look for the clues along that rows or columns. Try interacting with the clues outside and see if they are a factor of those clues. So is 7 a factor of 54? Not at all. If you place a 7 here, the Sudoku is going to be broken. So 9 is here and 7 is here. Now 7 must be a factor of 336, otherwise this Sudoku is broken, which I don't think is not. So 336 divided by 7, how much is the quotient? 4, 5, 48, right? So 7 multiplied by 48 gives me 336, and I can write 48 as the product of 2 digits in many ways, but I need to make sure that both are single digit numbers. There is only one possible way, 6 and 8, right? There is no other way by which you can write 48 as the product of 2 single digit numbers. So nice. So we got 6 here and an 8 here. And 8 can be eliminated from here, because that would violate the 90. 5 into 8 would be 40, and 40 can never be a factor of 90. So this is 6, that is 8, and that gives me 3 here. 5 multiplied by 6 is 30, and I hope you guys are okay with me saying into, because that's how I used to say. 5 into 6 is 5 multiplied by 6. So 5, 6, and this would be 3. 4 8s are 32, and I need how much more? 32 multiplied by 9 is 288, and 9 cannot be 3 multiplied by 3, so this would be 1 and 9, right? 1 9 1 9. Excellent guys, you can see how much fun is already oozing out, and how the Sudoku is beautifully progressing. We got these 3 digits, we got these 3 digits, we got these 3 digits, and we are getting these digits now. So 9 can be removed because of the 12 clue, so that's a 1, and that would be a 9. And now still we can't decipher 12, it can still be 2 6 or 3 4, still we are not certain. Okay, we can make use of the 54 clue. 3 multiplied by 9 is 27, so we need 2 more, which can be only 1 and 2. 1 2 1 2. Now we have written pencil marks here and here. Let's look at these in depth, because we don't have any other pencil marks to work out. So look at these. Can this be a 1? If that is a 1, then how do you write 64? Only one possible way, 8 multiplied by 8, which is certainly not going to work. So that is a 2, that is a 1. And now we need 32 from these cells. Using single digit numbers, there is only one possible way, 4 multiplied by 8. There is no other way to write 32. Now let's go to the 12 clue. This can't be 8 because 8 is not a factor of 12. So that's a 4, giving me a 3 here. And 3 multiplied by 6 would be 18. So 6 multiplied by 9 is 54. So what do I need here? An 8, right? You can also write that digit by using Sudoku. So this is 8. Now, okay, now it's time for us to decipher these deadly looking 2 by 2 stars here, right? I'm saying deadly because look at these product values, guys. They are huge, right? And to factorize them, we would obviously require a pen and paper. But since this is an online solve, so let's see if we can do this visually. Let's try to use some Sudokuing here. I have a 1 in column 5. I have a 1 in row 5. I also have a 9 in row 5 and 9 in column 5. So this means that a 1 and 9 go as corners into these cells. Now, a 9 is a huge digit. We can check if 9 is a multiple of any of these clues. So you can obviously see that 9 is not a multiple, 9 is not a factor of 192 because 180 is a multiple of 9, and next multiple would be 188, and then you would get 189, and then it would be 198. So 192 is not a multiple of 9. So 9 is removed from these cells. So 9 goes into these two cells, which means 126 divided by 9. How much is that? 1 and 14. Okay. And how do you factorize 14? There is only one possible way, 2 multiplied by 7. So obviously we know that 2, 7 and 9 are going into these stars. And we need one more digit, which has to be a 1. So these 4 cells are 1, 2, 7 and 9. Nice. So this would be 1 and 7. This is 1279. This is 1279. This is 279. Now we can just look at this 7. I remember I said that whenever you see a prime pencil mark, just interact it with the clue outside and you might get something. So is 7 a factor of 96? 77, 84, 91, not a factor. So 7 cannot go here. That is a 1. So 1 gets removed from these cells and 1 becomes here. I'll remove the centers as well, 279. So can we factorize 96? It seems possible, but many options. Let's look for the easier way. Can 9 be a factor of 48? Not possible. 9 is removed from here. Is 7 a factor of 48? Not at all. So this is 2, which means this is 7979. And now we know that the 9 has to be in one of these cells, because in box 5, 9 has to be in these two cells only. So that is a 9, that is a 7. Now let's look at maybe these stars. 504 by 7 looks complicated. 7 multiplied by 7 is 49, so 72. So which means we need 72 from these 3 cells. And I don't think I'm comfortable resolving 72 yet. Let's look at 48 clue. 48 divided by 2 is 24, so I need 24 as product of these cells. 24 is 3 multiplied by 8 or 4 multiplied by 6. So it is 138 or 146, because I can't factorize 8 or 6 further. That's not possible. So it's 138 or 146, right? Yes, I'm certain it's these digits must be 138 or 146. Let me just write them. You have 1 and 8 here, so this is 346. Okay, let's not write them because it looks too many digits on these cells. Let us just try to see something else. Using Sudoku 2 in column 5 goes in one of these two cells, classic Sudoku rules. How do we factorize 64, guys? And as product of 4 distinct digits, how do we factorize 64? Now, 3 is not a factor of 64. 5 is not a factor of 64, 7 is not a factor of 64, 9 is not a factor of 64. So that leaves us with 1, 2, 4, 6 and 8, and 6 is also not a factor of 64. So which means that 64 can only be 1, 2, 4, 8. So that is 4, 8, 1, 2, 4, 8, 1, 4, 8 and 1, 2, 4, 8. That's excellent, guys. So that is really nice. So which means that we can remove this corner 2 from here and put the 2 here, because 2 goes in one of these 4 cells. And 4 here removes the 4 here and the 4 here. So 2 by classic goes in here in column 6. Okay, I have an 8 here. It was kind of not visible because it was hidden behind the star. So that's a 4 now, which means this is not a 4, that's 1 to 8. So using classic, I can place the 4 into these cells, and 6 by classic goes into these cells. Is 6 a multiple of 192? It is, unfortunately. Okay, now it's kind of uh, not so easy, you can say. Okay, so is 7 a factor of 648? 7 is not a factor of 648, so 7 in row 7 can only go into these cells. It can't go here, it cannot go in these stars, so 7 goes here. And 9 is not a factor of 192, so 9 in row 6 goes into these cells. Okay, we have got a 4 here, right? So 4 multiplied by 24 would be 96, and 24 can only be 3 and 8 because 4 6 gets ruled out, so that's 3 and 8. That is nice. So can I resolve this? Wish I could. Okay, 2 now in column 7 goes into these cells only, no other options left. The thing is that this Sudoku can be can be solved faster on paper, because we can write some possibilities outside for the multiplication combination. So that would be faster a bit. But thinking about it visually, it's kind of little hard. Okay, 1 3 4 8 2 1 9. So this cell is 5 6 and 7. I don't think this is the right time to write pencil marks here, but just to keep it going, I have written something. Okay, 3 in column 3 goes into these cells, only these options left. Okay, I have found something. The 504 needs to take a 9 in these two cells. If you have a 1 here, we know that 504 divided by 7 is 72, right? And 72 is 8 multiplied by 9. Now, how do you factorize a 9 further? It can be split into 3 multiplied by 3. So the 3 has to go with something else from the from 8, which is factorized further. Okay, let's see. It seems to be possible. So if this is 1, 72 can only be 8 and 9. So 9 goes there, no doubt. If it is 2, then I need to have 36 from these cells, which can only be 4 and 9. Again 9 goes here. If it is 8, and then I need to have 8 multiplied by 9. Again it would be 9 will be in this cell. So in all the cases you can see that a 9 is going into those cells. And 9 cannot be here because we have corner pencil mark here. So that is a 9. That is nice. So now we can just write the digits based on this pencil marks here. So 1, 9, 7. 1, this would be 8 in that case. If it is 2, this would be 36, so 4 in that case. If it is 8, this would be 1 in that case. So 6 can never go here, guys. 6 can never be here. So this would be 6. And how did I eliminate 6? Because I know that these 3 digits multiplied together give us 72, and if you have a 6 here, 6 nines are 54 and you can never reach 72. So 6 goes here, so that is not a 6. 5, 7. And you have 4, 8 here, so that's a 5, 7. A pair, that's a 4, 8. Now this looks really congested, right? 9 twos are 18, and what 648 divided by 18, how much is that? I'm not so strong at math. 54, 108. So 3 is the tens digit of the quotient, and 108 divided by 18, it is 6, 36. Okay, so I need 36 from these 3 cells. And how do I get 36? You can never have 8 as the factor now, right? Because if you have 8 here, then you can't reach 36 from these cells. Let me confirm that once again. 648 divided by 18. So 3, 36, 54, and you have 10. So 5, 6, 36, right? So you can't have 8 here, that's certain. So that's 3, and I need 3 12s or 36, right? Oh, have I broken the Sudoku? Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. 2 is not inside the star. Why was I thinking that? As for some reason I was assuming that the 2 was on the star. So that gives us 648 by 9. 648 by 9 must be, okay, 648 by 18 was 36. So 648 by 9 must be 72. So which means these 3 cells multiplied give me 72. So I can't have 8 here because then I would require 9 from these cells, which cannot be 1 into 9. So that is a 3, certain. So that is 8. That's not 8, that's 1, 4. And we already have a 1 pencil mark here, so that's 4. And 1, 3, 6, 4 and 7. So you can lock a 2, 9 here. That locks a 5, 8 here. 5. So that's a 5 and 8. So we need 4. 4 goes in row 4, only one cell. 4 cannot be here, 4 cannot be here. So that gives a 3, 6 pair. Right. 4 multiplied by 8 is 32. And 192 divided by 32 is, if I'm not wrong, 6. And 6 cannot be 2 multiplied by 3 now. So it can only be 1 and 6. That gives me a 3 here. A 6 here. This would be 5, 7 for the box. And only possible digit now here must be a 7. Okay, so look at row 3. You can lock the 5, 6 in these cells. 5, 6 is here, so 5, 6 goes here. these cells must be 3 9 and 3 is here, so that's a 3, that's a 9, that's a 9, that's a 2, and we need 1 4 7 in column 2, right? 2 3 5 6 8 and 9, so 1 4 and 7, you have 1 and 4 here, so that's a 7. And okay, why did I mark a 7 here? Oh my goodness. Have I broken the Sudoku? I'm certain that 7 cannot go on these stars, right? And which doesn't give me any digit here. Oh, let me think again. I'm certain that I've been solving it correctly. Let me take a moment, guys, just to see where I have broken the Sudoku. You can see that 7 goes here, but then I'm not able to get any digit here. Ah, that was bad Sudokuing from me. I'm sorry, guys. I'll just go back a little bit here, because as you can see, and you guys might have seen my at the screen and would have been shouting at me, what the hell am I solving? Look at this column I placed an additional 7. I'll just go back a little bit here. So the moment I had a 5 7 pair here, how could I write a 7 again here? This should have been a 6, and by, I think my fingers just typed 7 by mistake. So 1 2 4 6 8, so we need 3 5 7 9 in that column. 5 is here, so 5 goes into these cells, and we also can't put 3 because of the 3's here, and that gives me a 3 5 pair here. So thankfully it was not an error which was in the multiplication, then it would have been really difficult to rectify that. So 3 4 5 1 2 6 8, so this becomes 7 and 9, and 5 in column 3 goes into these cells. 3 multiplied by 9 is 27, and 27 648 divided by 27, 2 4 24, and that can be written only as 4 into 6, right? 648 by 27, if you work out mentally, I'm sure you can do it faster on paper. So it is 10 108, yeah, you'll get 24 as the product of these two cells, and that can only be 4 and 6, no other way. 1 2 8 4 and 6, so we need 3 5 7 9. 7 goes into these cells, 9 goes into these cells. Now almost all the products are deciphered. We just have few things left. 2 8 9 1 4 6, so these cells would be 3 5 and a 7. You have a 7 here, so this is not 7. So 2 4 7 9 3 and 5, so we need 1 6 8. So this would be 1 due to Sudoku 6 and 8, and this would be a 6 8 pair. 3 4 7 6 and 8, so 1 2 5 and 9, right? And 2 goes here already, so this would be 1 and 5 because of 2 9 here, and you have 4 6 pair. This is an 8, that's a 6, and we need 1 5 7 here for the row, and this is not 1 5, so that's a 7, that gives 7 and 9 9 2. Column 8 can be completed now, so this is column 1, sorry guys, column 1, so that's 4, that's 8, that's not 8 because of this, and 4 in box 1 has only one cell, 4 cannot be in column 3, 4 goes here. This becomes a 1 2 3, 1 cannot be here, 2 cannot be here, so this would be 5 8, and that can be resolved, so that is a 5, that is an 8, 5 gives me a 1 here, 5 here, 5 here, 3 here, 7 here, a 5 here, 5 here, 7 here. This would be 3. Really fun solve, right? So that's a 2 now, and this 2 can be placed, so that is a 2. 2, 4, 6, 7, 3, 5, 8. So you can place the 1 and the 9, so that's 1, that's 9. 1, 4, 6, 9, 2, 3, 8. So we need 5, 7, right? This is not 9, so that's a 9. That becomes 5, 7, which means this would be a 3. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 8. We need 6, 7, and 9. So the 9 goes here. 6 goes here. 6 can't be in row 1. 6 and 7. Okay, so we need to place a 5 in these cells, and it can be in either cell now. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 9, 5, 8. So we need 1, 3, 7. 3 can't be here, so that's 1 and 7. The digits are kind of harder to see on the stars. Okay, let me write some pencil marks here. This would be 3, 5. This would be 2, 5. This would be a 1, 3, and 7. So what am I missing here? Okay, the product clue. I haven't used that, right? So if I have 6 here, it is possible. Can I have an 8 here? 8 twos are 16, and I would need 3 from as product of these cells. So this is not 8, because that would violate the 48. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 1, that's 7, that's 3, that's 5, that is 2, that is 8, that's 4, that's 8, that's 6, 4, 6, 1, 7, 5. And with that, we have completed this gorgeous construction from uh, Akash. An excellent solve. So you can imagine how good the Sudokus are. I hope you really appreciated the quality in this Sudoku. It was an excellent solve. Really, I loved the way the start was, the way how we used 40 and the 90 to start the Sudoku, and we got these digits. And later on, the solve was really nice. So an excellent Sudoku all in all. Do remember to check out the uh, link to the Sudoku in the link to the book in the description of the video. We hope to see you soon with a video. Leave a comment and like the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.